fishy internet peoples. Thought I would show you a couple of my 10-gallon tanks. There's one, and there's the other one that I'm going to show you today. Okay, so here's my 10-gallon setup. There's two 10-gallon tanks above my 40-gallon tank on a rack. And I have got above both these tanks is one 4-foot shop light from Walmart. I think it was like $21. Both of them have sponge filters. One sponge filter and one heater in each tank, and that is it. So, and then I've got a motor running the sponge filters for both a 40 breeder, both 10-gallon tanks, and a 29-gallon tank that's off the side. So the first tank is right here. This is my fry grow out tank right now. I have got 3 long fin bristlenose plecos. There's one albino and 2 regular ones. I think there's one of them on top of the pot there. And there's one of the albinos on the side of the sponge filter. And also in this tank I have got some Daisy's rice fish fry. There is some drape fin barb fry. And there is some chopre danio fry. Not a lot of each, they're just kind of extras that I threw in here. The chopre danios came out of the 40 breeder because they got sucked into the breeder box that I raised my Farlowella fry in. And the Daisy's rice fish fry are just some of the smaller ones that I separated out of a batch that I have growing out to sell, and I decided to separate the smaller ones so they could get a little bit more of the food. So they're in here. In the back is some Ludwigia, and in the front is dwarf Sagittarius. And on the McDonald's rock, or McRock as I like to call them, is a whole lot of hair algae. And there's another one of the bristlenose in the back. The bristlenose will probably go into a 40 breeder when they get bigger, and of course the Danios will join their parents in the 40 breeder down below. There's a lot of fry in there already. These are just ones that got separated out because they got sucked into the breeder box. So, yeah. And then, like I say, we've got Daisy's rice fish, some drape fin barb fry, and that is it in this tank. So I'll show you the other one. Okay, so this is the other 10-gallon tank. With the light it's kind of hard to see it real well, but we have some Ludwigia. It's grown out the back. We have moss. Underneath everything there is actually a nice piece of driftwood, but you can't see it. And in the front is the Crypt Parvo, the little miniature crypt, which is making a pretty nice little carpet. Taking a while, but it's making a nice little carpet. I just started out with about 6 or 7 pieces of it. And in this tank there is snails, of course. I got snails everywhere. Pink snails and shrimp. Just what started out to be blue dreams, but it's just kind of mixed up shrimp. And there is, which we will not see right now, I'm sure, because they hide back in the dark depths of the tank, there is some emerald rasboras. There's 6 of them. hoping to get some babies out of them. Once I put them in here, I'll never get them out unless I tear the whole tank apart, because they love to get back in this thick mass of plants. So yeah, that's what's in this tank. There's a little shrimp. And again, it's just a simple setup, sponge filter heater, light over the top, cheap light, and you see what can be done with a cheap light. Now I don't have any highlight needing plants in here, but a cheap light will definitely grow plants. And there's a little feeding dish for the shrimp in there. And that's it. So comment down below. Subscribe to me if you haven't. And if you have any questions, just ask me in the comments below. And thank you very much. And I hope you all have a great week.